بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته كيف حالكم؟ الحمد لله الحمد لله. Beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, we started the section on the Jumu'ah Salah, and inshallah I'm going to conclude that by next week, inshallah. That will be our last fiqh that is going to focus on non-Ramadan areas, inshallah. And this evening, I'm looking at the fara'id, that which is compulsory or obligatory as part of the Jumu'ah. So the author says, وَفَرَائِضُهَا ثَلَاثَةً, that there are three aspects or elements of your Jumu'ah that are obligatory, they are compulsory. خُطْبَةً يَقُومَ فِيهِمَا وَيَجْلِسَ بَيْنَهُمَا وَأَن تُصَلَّى رَكْعَتَيْن فِي جَمَاعَةٍ. So the three things that are compulsory, obligatory, are firstly the two khutbahs, and this governs the khatib, that there must be a sitting in between the two khutbahs. So that of course is fiqh that governs the khatib, the one that will ascend the mimbar and delivers the khutbah. The second element that is wajib, compulsory, is the performance of two rak'at or rak'atayn, 2 units of prayer for Jumu'ah. And then the third is that this must be done in Jama'ah. And of course we spoke about the Jama'ah requirement. What did we mention last week? How many are needed? 40, excellent, mashallah. 40 are needed, and so all of this will be done in Jama'ah. There are 2 points that I want to touch on that we extract from this, which is really common. The first point is, if you attend the Jumu'ah late, right? You have left your work and you head to a masjid. At what point of joining the salah, so you have the two khutbahs, and then you have the salah that follows those khutbahs. And now let's say you enter the masjid and the two khutbahs have passed already and the salah has started. And so this is a common fiqh challenge. Have you obtained your Jumu'ah? Because the Jumu'ah, as we've mentioned now, has two khutbahs, 2 rak'ahs, and this of course is done in Jama'ah. So if you have entered a masjid, let me go directly to the answer. If you have entered a Jumu'ah gathering and the salah has started, so the best opinion that I'll share with you here, inshallah, is firstly, if you have deliberately missed the khutbah, so a word of encouragement to the youth and even to some elderly as well. Sometimes we go to a masjid and we think only the salah is compulsory. So we stand outside the masjid and we chat or we delay. So the ulama indicate, if you deliberately miss the khutbah, you could have left work earlier or you could have entered the masjid earlier, but you delayed intentionally for whatever reason, then you must make istighfar because you have committed a sin. Because the Jumu'ah is compulsory. So that in terms of the intentional delay necessitates istighfar. Now you join the salah. If it was beyond your control, different scenario, your heart wanted to be there for the khutbah, but you could not for whatever reason. Different scenario, but now you join the salah. At what point have you obtained the salah? And so there's a difference of opinion here in the madhahib, but I will share a majority opinion, and that is, if you have missed the second rak'ah, meaning that the imam has come up from ruku' in the second rak'ah. So if you've missed the first rak'ah, according to the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we find in Sunan al-Nasa'i, you can add a rak'ah and you still have Jumu'ah. So let's say the imam has come up from rak'ah 1 and is in rak'ah 2 of the Jumu'ah salah. and you secure it. In other words, the Imam has not passed ruku of that second rak'ah, then you only owe one. So you'd get up from the one and you'd add one, and then your Jumu'ah reward is intact. The debate is if you join the second rak'ah after ruku. Perhaps you didn't know it is the second rak'ah. You join after ruku. There is a debate between the ulama, the madahib. There are different views, and there are technicalities on the ulama that indicate. You find it predominantly maybe in the Hanbali madhab, that as long as you get the second rak'ah before the taslim, then you would fill in two. But that is not the popular opinion. The popular opinion is if you have missed more than one rak'ah, so you've missed two, you'll complete and you perform dhuhr salah thereafter. Because based on the hadith of the Prophet in Sunan Nasa'i, that he only accommodated the person who missed one rak'ah. But if you've missed two, you've missed the Jumu'ah, and then you should make dhuhr salah. So that is the one point. And then the second point, beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, is with reference to the khutbah itself. So to clarify, the listening of the khutbah is wajib. It is part of the Jumu'ah. So sometimes when we leave work or whatever it might be, we, in our ignorance, we say, okay, I just need to be there for the salah. This is a false notion, a misconception. The Jumu'ah is your khutbahs and your salah. And so you must prioritize listening to the khutbah. And so many times people also make the argument, well, I don't understand. It's not my language, it is being delivered in Arabic. The khatib must deliver it in Arabic, and a Muslim must listen attentively. And I promise you, if you and I actually took the time to listen to every Arabic khutbah and not doze off or think about something else, we might learn a few Arabic words. Because if you listen to a Arabic speech for 30 years, surely you're going to learn 5 words after 30 years. Inshallah, maybe more than 5 words. So we listen is istimta', it is careful listening to the khutbah. So those 2 points I wanted to touch on, inshallah. And next week I will close the section on the Jumu'ah Salah, and we'll look at the ruling of the listening to the khutbah, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan, wa sallallahu wa sallam alayhi wa hamna rabbil alameen. Yes, a question? Okay, so the question that has been posed, a very useful one, not very popular though in PE, but a practice that exists in some provinces in the country, is at some masajid, we find the jama'as performing dhuhr salah after Jumu'ah, especially, in Cape Town, subhanAllah. We find this practice quite popular. And so it originates to a teaching which has been found to be weak. That's why many, maybe 20 years ago, it was very popular. More masajid did it, but it is better not to do it, because the Jumu'ah does replace the dhuhr salah. So if you are going to a masjid and they have Jumu'ah, you should only perform the dhuhr if the dhuhr is upon you. You've made some mistake, or you don't have the number, whatever it might be. But it is best not to have the dhuhr salah after Jumu'ah, inshallah. Shukran. Hmm.
You find a lot of people sometimes talking using khutbah. What is the ruling on that if people talk while the khutbah is?
So the question is, what is the ruling if people talk during the khutbah? Ajik-san, could I respond to that next week? Because that is the topic under discussion, inshallah. The rulings regarding the listening, inshallah. Shukran.